try thinking of something real quick and bring your attention to your body. Your thoughts is going to affect your body. You
Yeah.
see, where the mind goes, the
The
body
body.
follows.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Excuse
You
me.
see what I'm saying? So when you are into that thought world, the thing that we tend to do is become way too emotionally attached to thoughts.
Yeah.
You get it? When you become emotionally attached to thoughts, that means it got you. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
We just think we're thinking. But it's the same way with the external, the exoteric. It's the same way. So start paying attention to whatever that's in your outside view. Screw that and screw them. Pay attention to your body, to what is making you feel like. You feel
Yeah.
me? Because if you don't, it's gonna be something feeding off of that emotion. And
Yeah.
everything here feeds off of low
It
vibrational
really
emotions.
does.
Why is that?
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I done been in
Yeah.
this thing for so long. The deeper I get into this, and I mean into the esoteric side of it, you look at this world a lot more. It's so different now, you know. But my heart still goes out to people, but I don't be too emotionally involved because it's like
Yeah.
this. For instance, right? Sports. You got this team versus that team. You got these people so emotionally involved in this team. Then you got these people so emotionally involved with this team to the point where they're clashing with each other.
Yeah.
That's intentionally done. That's that's
Yeah.
that's done intentionally to feed into some type of system around here. I hope I don't trigger anybody when I say this, but
No, it's true.
sports is a rigged. Sports are
Oh
rigged.
yeah.
It's rigged. They
I
already
used to
know what they're
watch it,
gonna
but
do.
I don't even want to anymore. Something drew me away. I used to be like I like to watch football. I would like to go to even games, but I see it and it's just a way to
There's something.
what was that
It's
quote?
very controlled, not like
Oh, I
the '80s.
forgot.
I'll tell you what I see. Right. Obviously, being a sportsman myself, so I see a lot of this corporate bullshit going on. There's something being put upon them. You have to be a certain way.
And they
It's
promote
still a
alcohol and everything else with that too. Like
there's still
everything, all the food, the
yes.
alcohol with the whole energy. It's like it's easy to put everybody in a trance. Like you're broadcasting this on TV, a football game, doing it from certain angles, getting everybody emotionally involved. You're showing the people getting all emotionally involved, and then most people are drinking, and they're putting ads for like pizza and alcohol. Like just look at what I'm seeing all that now. I'm like, I was heavy into like I was all emotionally involved too. I'd be like, yeah, Redskins when they were Redskins, and like I used to go to the games. I used to like to go get drunk, have a good time, but like I felt like I was kind of in like a kind of like a hypnotic state. Like I was just in a whatever party mode, but I could
Because
see
that's
what
that's
was
But you,
being
how it
but
is.
done.
but but
Yeah,
you're right though.
and all the
Have a look
bright lights and everything. Yeah,
if you understand if you understand vibration, you're understanding the effect of even the effect of alcohol on our system. Alcohol, spirit
yeah,
lowers our vibration, keeps us more in
yeah.
control. But again, it's something that I always say. We've got this great stuff out here. We're using a computer, we're using our microphones and all this stuff. And something we enjoy playing, like I'm playing music, collecting toys. Like they're still using that against us.
Oh
You have a
yeah.
look at they're using, and that's the key point to it. They're actually putting us in a vibration where we're sort of relying on it, or it's like, oh my god, if I don't have this, I will go. Have a look what happened at the Pokeroo.
Now let me read this to y'all right quick, right? It's the study of egregores, right? Okay, it's a telepathy and mind control through the media. I'm just gonna read one little
Yeah.
Oh,
paragraph. Okay,
100%.
I'll read it. Yeah.
yeah, it should come as no surprise during the 1930s when mass broadcast media was still in its relative infancy, which means it was just not coming out. Both the BBC and the NBC radio networks undertook a series of mass on-air telepathy tests. They testing it on us.
Oh
Our
yeah.
thoughts
We're the
deified. You see
guinea
what I'm
pigs, all
saying?
excited to watch the
So
football game. Yeah. I mean,
that's
I
how
got
it
into
is.
it too. I
And it's
understand it because I was like all gung, like I was like into it like that. These people get in fights of
yeah,
these games, like Eagles, for
yeah.
example. My dad's from Philly. They get into like fights
Oh,
there. Yeah, they're bad there.
I'm in Houston, Texas. So
Yeah.
so we get into these fights with Dallas all the time when we come down to
Oh yeah.
football. Dallas and Texas. Or I used to work doing security for the Houston
Redskins
Texans.
Cowboys used
And
to be.
we exactly. And we used to have to stop so many fights out there in game day when they drink and they do all
They're
this.
drunk,
And
yeah.
I
The
look
spirits
at
have
them,
taken
yeah,
over.
they took over them. But when I used to tell people, like, y'all know what y'all falling victim to, right? And they like, we ain't falling victim to nothing. Okay, y'all, but they sleep. You can't wake them up to see it. But this right here shows that they do telepathy test on us. We are all telepathic. We're all empathic. It's just that some people know how to tap into
Yeah.
that you see that side of them. You see, and they say, what's the part I'm looking for? Hold on. Okay, Xena. Y'all remember Xena, the
The warrior
freaking
princess?
The warrior princess. That's her.
Zenith Radio
Oh, Zeta.
Corporation.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
That's the only
it's like
Xena I know.
yeah. You see, they use these systems, right? Even the names of the broadcasting stations, broadcasting. You
Yeah.
see, all these names have meanings to them. You see what I'm saying? The even Xena, the warrior princess, that was my shit. Oh, I'm sorry, but
Doesn't matter.
Xena, that was my
Yeah.
show. That was my show. You see, but even that name has a meaning. Everything holds a frequency of vibration. Everything. You see, that's why I tell people they got us. They really have us programmed through repetition, trauma,
So,
and
yep.
symbolism.
Yep.
You see,
I agree with
now
that.
now when I say trauma, I mean like they just pumping everything in our head, pumping everything in our head. That's why I don't really watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
I watch, I do my own programming, if you get what I'm saying, because they tell you exactly what it is. It's television programming.
Yeah.
Tell live
You
vision, they
tell lies
tell
to
it
your
to
vision.
us
It's so
all the
stupid.
time.
History, his
Yes,
story,
man.
man, it just goes on. It's just so
It
stupid.
goes on
Yeah.
and on and on. But we have to, and it's like this here, right? We are spell casters and spell breakers at the same time. What you just did, you just broke a spell. You really don't know, but I'm letting you know right now. The way you see how they have us compounded. They use compound like history, his story.
Yeah.
You just broke that spell. You just broke
Yeah.
that spell. When you use television, and you say television, you just broke that spell.
Yeah.
They are telepathically sending us signals. They're telepathically doing something in our brain. You got to understand the freaking our brain, right, is encapsulated in liquid, water, whatever you want to call it. So when you understand that our brain is encapsulated in water, and we understand that water holds information and a certain frequency that you play, it tunes into that water, that information, that's something. That's why 10 hertz, when you play 10 hertz in your mind, it'll tend to give you this calming sensation. You see, like your mind is calm. And the all is mind. The
Yeah.
all is mind.
Yeah.
Everything is mental. You see? So when we sit up here and do this stuff right here, right now, we pretty much tapping into a frequency of knowing. You see, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. A lot of people think that is something demonic about that, but those are fear-based people. They
Yeah.
are afraid to know their own power, and we all have it. That's
Go
why
down
I
into
don't.
go into the forbidden door. Hey, Solomon, I interviewed a lady yesterday. She was talking about flat out about how she healed herself through frequency and vibration. There's an actual machine that she's done. She's got a business now. Where was it? Um, Elevate Spot.
Hmm,
Her name's Grace. I'm going to get the video's coming out in a week. The one I just interviewed her yesterday. Another one interesting to watch. You're talking about vibration and frequency. She works purely on that.
hmm, that's good. I need to get in touch with her. You see, when I did it, and I know she had to practice it on herself to know what it is. When I had my stroke, right, the left
Yeah.
side of my face is supposed to be kind of slumped. I'm supposed to be drooling. I don't do none of that because of vibrational healing. The only thing I have to fix, what I notice about the left side of my face, my mouth, when I move my mouth, when I talk, it's like
When
kind
did
of
you have your stroke?
paralyzing me.
When did you have your
Like two
stroke?
years ago. Two
2
years
years
ago,
ago?
January. Matter of fact, 2 years ago today. Ain't that something?
Oh wow.
2 years ago today. Yeah.
There's no coincidences, my friend.
Real talk, real talk, real talk. Two
Let's
years
be
ago
honest.
today.
That's
2 years ago today.
one thing I've learned in the last 6 weeks. Nothing's a coincidence. It's either a lesson or it's something to put in front of you. You're meant to be
Yeah.
where you are, and it's really you're fighting. And the big fight between all of us at the moment is really fighting those because those old patterns are trying to stay with us. Like, see you later. I'm getting rid of you. Oh, I'm going to come back and I'm going to try and I'm going to put you under pressure or put you under where that mind thing is. But the thing is, even you got certain patterns that you did have and certain things that you did do, and having a conscious awareness now, you can actually talk to yourself and go, okay, I did that, but should I have done it or should I have done it at a less thing? So, but
That's the
getting back to
ascension
that,
process.
the ascension process. But the other thing is with what happened with you 2 years ago to this day,
To this day.
you are meant to be here to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. And you're right, ain't no coincidences, man. And they told me, right? Now this is the thing that still gets to me. They say, I'm not gonna be able to work anymore. Do the old line of work that I used to do. I used to do a lot of strenuous work. And I'm trying to learn how to build my muscle mass back up. Now my the left side of my hand, it takes a lot of mental focus to even get that going. But I know I'm gonna prove them wrong when they say I can't work again because I still do it. I got Esoteric Minds Media, I got Source Connections, and I got One Source Publishing. I might not be slaving like using physical work, but I'm still using mental work. You see, that's why I don't quit doing what I'm doing. And I know it's power in energy, frequency, and vibration. It's power in that. You just got to know the different frequencies to listen to. Like the lowest vibrational frequency you should listen to that will affect your body. If I'm not mistaken, I think is 114 hertz or 117 hertz. It's one of those. So when you deal in 117 hertz frequency, yes, it's a low vibration. Yes, it is. But that's where people don't understand vibration that much. You see, they looking at it as a low vibration like it's something negative. No, the low vibration, that's one of the lowest vibrations that's for the physical body. You see, you're gonna have to drop all the way down to the physical, and then the higher you go up in frequency, you go back up to the subtle body. The subtle body is the energy body. But if you so focus on just the energy, what are you doing for your body? You see, so when you focus on it, and I urge everybody to try 117 hertz, 117 hertz. It's some of the most wonderful feelings to the body. You
Hmm.
see,
1 7.
it feels good to the body. All you have to do is just relax. I mean, however you choose to meditate, it's on you. I make a meditation out of everything I do, but
Mm.
you have to relax your body, and I promise you, it feels so good, yo. Like once you're done with that, and then you set your intention. Everything should be set with intention nowadays, especially after the 15th. It should be set. All intentions should be set, man, because after the 15th, yo, it's going down. Like,
Can we talk
Like
about
what?
that Kali Yuga cycle? Like, I watched what you posted, or I saw the thing about the group was like a meditation or something. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Or if you don't want
yeah.
it, we can talk about offline.
Oh no, 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 no.
Oh,
I can
okay.
talk about it right here. Okay. It's like this here. Like, we are at the end of a 26,000 year cycle.
Yep.
You see,
Yep.
Kali
when
Yuga.
exactly,
Yeah.
that's what's called the fall of man. But you have people that, I mean, come on, spiritually, we done elevated. We done became aware. We done became focused on our passions and all this, right? Now, when it comes down to this Kali Yuga cycle, it's only going to happen once in our lifetime. 26,000 years. Nobody on this planet is going to be alive for the next 26,000 years. You see? So when you look at it on a spiritual aspect, right? Now, I'm gonna join that little group meditation for a little while because I gotta write down my prayers. I gotta write, but I'm gonna explain that later. It's like this here, right? You know how you have the alignments of the planets. You know, all the planets align according to the sun. Now, with this alignment, with this planetary alignment here, we are every planet is aligning with the center of the Milky Way galaxy. That's a direct line to source, a direct line to God, or whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, so that's why I tell people like whatever connection that you have that will connect you to God, source, be it that you pray to yourself, you got to go through Christ, you got to go through Buddha, whatever it is, it's still gonna connect you to that source. So through this time, right? If you understand in prayer and manifestations and why you are going through what you are going through right now, everyone on this planet, I don't care how much money you have, you going through something that's chaotic right now, be it physical or mental.
Yeah.
Some people just know how to hide it better.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They just know how to cover it up,
We're
yo.
all here on Earth. I mean, you have to look.
You get it? So we're all going through this, right? The minute you see that, you got to be light on yourself because that's why I tell people 2024, 2 plus 2 is 4, plus the other 4, that's 8. That symbolizes abundance and
Yeah.
karma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only that, you see, and now we dealing with the 15th of this time right here, right? You have a 12-hour portal. It's a 12-hour portal that's going to open up. Now this portal, all alignments are essential, but this one here is going to be one of the most powerful ones. This is not no regular time that we in. I mean, you go deep into your core, bro. Like write down everything that you either and when you write it down, right, you give God the divine source, whatever you call it, you give it a reason to why you want this prayer answered. You want this manifested. You see? Like say for instance, if you want a few $1,000, right? So imagine yourself talking to the divine. So you are speaking this through your writing, write your vision and make it plain. So you setting your intention through the writings, right? And you visualize your higher self asking you, why do you want this? Because you got to put the why in it. Because the universe, God, uh, universal intelligence, I call it supreme intelligence, or the prime creator, it only knows one thing, and it's going to say okay. It's going to say yes. It's going to give it. You see, so you have a reason why. Now we all have this same 12-hour portal. It's for 12 hours. You see, don't worry about how it's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen. You just set your intentions. Now, normally we write down our intentions and all that when we do our rituals. We either gonna fold it towards us or we gonna fold it away from us and we burn it. This one here, you don't burn it. You keep your prayers. Okay, you say 3 prayers. One prayer for yourself and you write it down. One prayer for your family and your ancestry, and another prayer for the world. How you want the world to be, how you want the world. Like you remember when I talked about the 100 monkeys last time, and
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we're going to affect the world with this stuff, and hopefully we can rise up past this Kali Yuga cycle. Because even though it ends on the 15th, it doesn't mean it's going to stop. Because imagine yourself going like 100 miles an hour, right? And you just take your foot off the gas and you just let the car coast. It's going to take a while for that car to totally stop. So I'm estimating it should stop by the end or the middle of 2025. That's when the golden age going to start. You see? Now, when you take the time, and this is for DNA activations, um, cosmic codes, your whole mental structure is gonna change. You might not feel it happen on the 16th, but I guarantee you, if you apply yourself through this time and tomorrow, you're gonna see a change. A change is gonna happen. So it's it's
Oh,
it's
I've
it's
done it. I've done it now. So yeah, I've got 3 to go, mate. So thank
oh
you.
yeah, that's good, man. That's
And
good.
I've just basically gone out and said I want. I mean, we're in a
Yeah.
point. We're at a point where You got to be decisive. What you're saying is being decisive of what you need, and it's not just I want to be a millionaire because
Yeah, it
that
gets deeper than that.
is that now if this is interesting when people look at The Secret and go, I'm going to manifest this, but do you have the spiritual balance within yourself and the work you've done and understand exactly the deeper meaning of writing an intention like I want to be a millionaire because I want to give to society and make sure that people live their own life and better the world. You know,
You want
everyone
me to tell
says
you something,
that.
bro?
Yeah.
People say that, and don't get me wrong. The universe got a weird way of doing things, bro. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Oh, I don't
You
Like,
can
doubt that
say
at
that
all.
again.
Don't doubt
You
yeah.
can
that.
say that again.
So if you say you want to be a millionaire, right, and you've done no shadow work, you've done nothing. Now, who's you gonna get it? But who's to say you won't get it by one of your relatives passing away? You see,
Yeah.
one of your loved ones dying, so you can get that because you wanted it, right? Now we understand
Now,
that this is a give
I'll
and take.
rebut that. I'll rebut that for a minute. Why don't you put, if
Hmm.
people go, I wish, because a wish is different than a want. A
Yep.
wish is for me, wish, I've read a fair bit. A
I feel you,
wish,
bro.
you get it. A wish from a
Yeah.
genie, the genie wishing charmed. I read all about that. Wishes mean you can have, but you got to take it from somewhere else. There's a lot
Yes.
of bloody
Yes.
information in that bloody show, mate. I'm telling you. Whereas you go with a
Yeah.
want, but you can't want until you want for yourself,
Hmm.
which all three of us have done. And Sarah,
Hmm.
Jackie, everyone have done that work for the last 5 years. We've sacrificed and gone into the trenches to become better
Hmm.
people. We're still ascending, don't get me wrong. But there's a bloody reason
Hmm.
why we're all doing what we're doing. And,
Yeah.
you're doing what you're doing. Cortez is doing these bloody interviews over in the UK. Diana's like everywhere on Facebook. Jackie's doing her
Hmm.
stuff. She's found her spiritual home, and she's talking with Elizabeth when doing these Spotify episodes. All
Hmm.
right, my one I've actually physically said my White Warrior Health is great, but it's the journey of a white feather. That's the story of my life. So
Yeah.
you don't have those ascensions until you actually do the work, like you're saying.
Oh yeah. And let me tell y'all something. It's you guys, and I promise you this, man. It's you four in this plane of existence that inspire me so much, right? The thing is, when I see you guys doing what y'all doing, yeah, I do my videos, but they pre-recorded, But like I see y'all go live, yo, and I be so inspired. I my thing is, and I'm gonna just go ahead and just be real with it. I still have a lot of fear of the fear of the what if it don't X Y Z. You see, I got to
That's
clear all
normal.
that
A
out.
lot of us have that. I mean, you just get more comfortable. I think just doing it. I just got to the point where I just stopped giving a shit, and like you're just in more of a flow state. Like, but I'll be honest, me just going live like on Facebook or on YouTube, I haven't really done that. I did like a live on TikTok pulling some tarot, and I'm just getting into more tarot. So like even
Yeah,
that was a little
yeah,
bit like you get a little self conscious, because
yeah.
people are live, and you got trolls, and you're not always comfortable doing the live. Even though I've done like a million
Hmm.
videos, we do these podcasts to actually do a live. I have a little bit of a hesitation with it. I'll be honest, I do, and
I go,
I
yeah,
do
I go,
too.
I'm going live. I'm going straight up this. I'm live on TikTok with Jackie. I'll
like
just do it 'cause that's
alone
what I
though,
do.
but like I have no problem maybe do with other people, but alone just me by myself,
Yeah,
that's
I've done it.
it's a little
Yeah,
outside of my comfort zone, so I need
yeah.
to practice, but that
Me
means I need to
too.
step into it more. It just means I
Hmm.
just need to start to hit the gas a little bit on that, because I feel like that could really help me grow, and like
But
and just interact with more people and connect with more people on a deeper level. When you're live, you're all alone.
Yeah,
It's not, you don't have anyone else around you. Just
yeah.
it's different.
But
think
you
about
you
your
be on you
intention.
you be on Spotify, SoundCloud, like y'all are such an inspiration to me. I'm kind of trying not to get emotional right now. But y'all are my total inspiration. When I wake up in the morning, when I see y'all notifications pop on, I'm one of the main ones like bloop.
You probably
You
got a
see what
lot
I'm
from
saying?
me, all the
Because
memes.
man, it don't matter though. You
Yeah,
see
it's
what I'm
good. Yeah.
saying? It don't matter. Your memes.
I've just sent you the Spotify. I've just been on the last 3 days updating Spotify,
Okay.
SoundCloud, and
I listened to one
Google.
of yours, and I listened to Jackie and Elizabeth's podcast. Wow, that's some deep. That's some really good stuff
Hmm.
too. I've been
Oh
listening to y'all's
yeah,
stuff. I'm kind of like catching up on episodes, but I'm on your
Yeah.
podcast too. Yeah,
Mate,
it's good.
Jackie's
We support
stuff-
each other, man. Yeah, it's good.
That's
Yeah,
what it's all
man, and that's
about.
how it's supposed to be.
We have a lot in
That's how
common,
it's supposed
and
to
when I
be.
hear y'all talk, we're all on very different parts of the journey, but we all have a lot in common. We're all on that
You
same
understand-
frequency. Yeah,
The
different.
way you
path.
understand this, the way you
Yeah.
understand this is when Kiss in 1979, there was four entities: Ace Frehley, Peter Criss, Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons. When they did they were the biggest band in the 70s, right? Early 80s, right? They decided, sat down and go, we can still do our individual projects to become individuals. So the way I've described things is pro wrestling and music. You've got to become yourself to become a great tag team. In a great tag team like we're doing here, we're still individuals that bring our qualities and then come together to form this duality, right? And it shouldn't change. This is where fucking relationships are rooted, because people go and change each other. And we're not doing that with us. It doesn't matter what relationship you're in, whether it's a, girlfriend, boyfriend, or business relationship, whatever it may be. People have to stick to their guns and be the person that they come in and and keep learning the qualities that we're doing. That's why when we've been doing this for nearly a year and a half, 2 years,
think
we've
almost two, yeah.
ascended.
Yeah.
We've changed in ascension and become closer and more gifted with what we're doing. We're not losing what we're doing. So yeah, that's how. Whereas people who aren't, I'll go straight out. People who are sitting there in the bloody 3D, they're sitting there saying, "Oh, hang on, what am I getting? What am I getting out of this?" They still haven't seen the internal thing. Oh, I'm going to get what I want, but it's selfish in a way that they're actually hurting others and using someone else to get that. Reason why there's a shadow for you, because that's what happened to me. I realise that. Now I'm out of that. But what we're doing is
How did you
becoming
get out
better
of it?
people. How?
How did you get out of it? Yeah.
I think the awareness, Solomon, I think the awareness of who I am, and I'm still going through it, don't get me wrong, but I think the awareness and having that spiritual breakdown back 5 years ago, and actually physically doing the work and changing the way my mind thought. When I did the shadow work, the big thing was, what am I filling my mind with? If my mind is shit and I'm filling it with stuff, right, that makes the shit flow, then the shit's gonna get worse. Whereas you have the power of choice. And once Greg and Michael said you have a choice, then you can go from there. But also understanding and really filling my mind with the stuff that Diana puts up, the stuff that you put up, and having an internal understanding of, right, I'm in this area, but I can understand exactly my shadow, and that's the big thing. Understanding those first 7 years, what effect happened with the trauma, with what happened, and then that opens up stuff like watching the shift, understanding universal law, understanding the grounding that you have. You ground to the work, and then all these little, even I'm looking at simple symbology, like all this stuff that I was talking to this lady about yesterday, Grace, and I said, look, we're forming the Super Friends. We've got a Justice League of America bloody Hall of Justice here.
We're all in
and we've
different
all got
parts.
superpowers.
Yeah.
We've all got superpowers,
Yeah.
but we come together as this bloody collective as the Super Friends.